How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome to a first look at the brand new Bite the Bullet, which is out now. It's a run and gun shooter where you have to eat bullets, enemies, things like that to power up your character. Run and gun. I think it could have been like a run and grub, or like a dine and death, something like that. There's ways to goof around with that. Tagline ideas to go along with the main one there. Chewy and Chewella. Oh, God. I mean, as you run through this game and wolf down different things to eat, are you actually going to chub up your character a little bit? In the near future, economic collapse caused by underpopulation and pollution led to food shortages and starvation. People starved with underpopulation? Temporary reprieve was granted through implantable bionodes, which enabled humans to consume any substance, organic or inorganic. However, over time, these nodes caused mutations across the human populace, a process known as ghoulification. Maybe all the scientists are gone. No more farmers, there's not enough food, no more scientists or taxonomists to come up with the names for things. Faced with a dying society, many humans fled to the stars, where they flourished. Who knew? That's where humans were always meant to be. Those that stayed behind, the ghouls, eked out a merciless existence on a blasted Earth. Decades later, biological corporation Darwin Corp has made a name for itself by collecting genetic material from across the galaxy for preservation, research, and competitive advantage. For particularly involuntary specimens, Darwin Corp brings in Chewy and Chewella, two mercenaries with razor-sharp skills and razor-sharp teeth, and a hunger for success, and a hunger for hunks of metal and dead goo. Protein shake. Increase your muscle. Oh, it's just showing me a different thing I could pick up. That guy's got a really long neck. What a ghoul. Come see me in the room to your left. I'm sorry, sir. Do you have a reservation? Those guys are just rocking out hardcore. Step aside, Mater D Teleporter. Your boss hired me to take care of your unruly ghoul problem. So unless you want to explain to her why I'm running late, you still need a reservation. Look, I've been to Earth before, okay? That rock's no 5-star restaurant. It barely qualifies as a gas station buffet. I don't think a reservation is necessary. I wasn't aware that gas stations had buffets. Sometimes they have like little sandwiches. They're not great. All depends on your standards. It's true. If you made a world where humans can eat anything, then you just put the nozzle of gas right down your gullet, and there you go. Now, just tell me what I need to know, and I'll let you get back to polishing your podium. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Enter the AR simulator tutorial. Shoot things, kill things, eat things? I'm not expecting it to be any more complicated than that. Well, I should do things in the order that it's teaching me. You must kill the enemy with the secondary fire. Whoops. While in the air, big hefty dash, and stun an enemy by shooting them, and then walk up to eat them. Gobble, gobble. And then shield. All basics complete. Wow, that was the quickest tutorial imaginable. Thank you for obliging me. We do believe the AR simulation to be quite necessary, like washing your hands before you eat. Even if you're eating a disgusting ghoul, gotta scrub up. Well, then again, maybe you don't. Look, I typically need a full shower before and after a meal. Ready to drop me planetside yet? I really must insist that you go and speak with Supreme Executive Vora first. I'm sure she has some additional directives pertaining to your assignment. Oh, I can chat with these guys. Welcome to Hub World. Yeah, that's not what they call this place. I'm sorry, I think I took a wrong turn. This is Darwin Corp's Symphonious HQ, despite what some may tell you. Darwin Corp's... what? You see why I prefer Hub World? Pioneering research shows that musical stimulus during intense field operations can help agents perform at optimal levels. The control board here is linked to your ocular auditory implants, so we can feed you the tunes to make you a smooth running gun. It's not very often I see a game take the time to explain why there's a soundtrack, but I like the idea of them just pumping you heavy metal to get you psyched up while you eat ghouls. The research also showed that 2 genres were the clear leader in field agent performance improvement: heavy metal and synthwave. Sounds like a filling amount of research. Who performed the study? Oh, we did, of course. What better scientists than us? I would love a future where all scientists were just metalheads with mohawks and headbanging hair. Anyway, come talk to us if you ever want to flip that musical switch. Just be prepared for some visual feedback as well. Whoa. But based on if I'm doing heavy metal or synth, would the game look slightly different? That's like pretty cool if that's actually how that works. Alright, put me in the field. Let me shoot things. It's taking too long to get to that. Ah yes, my 12 o'clock is here. Sorry to interrupt lunchtime. I had a podium polisher problem. No trouble? I never eat. The average human spends 32,000 hours eating over the course of their lifetime. What a loss in productivity. Well, if there's one thing I know about you, Vora, it's that you ain't average. I take it that this assignment isn't just a fast food run? Haha, all the jokes about eating. If you really think that food is so unproductive, start eating while you work out. It's a perfect merging of different required activities and no lost time with no repercussions. I'm embarrassed to admit that we have yet another planet full of involuntary species. No interest in the compendium? None. Who's volunteering for that? You could say they have a hostile disinterest in Darwin Corp and its initiatives. Hard to understand why all these life forms keep resisting scientific progress. Indeed, our research does have an element of inevitability that some cultures fail to grasp. No matter, they can either climb aboard or be crushed beneath. Any specific target? Targets, actually. We require the genetic material of 8 different organisms for the compendium. The ghouls on Earth, however, are unwilling to allow access to them. In fact, they have become aggressive in their warning. Argentum rail system is under attack. Oh, how appropriate. It seems the ghouls are assaulting the local bullet train. I'd advise you to start there. Bullet train sounds delicious. Allow me to chomp down on that. Come on, just let me start shooting things here. Teleportation room, send me to where I need to go. Thought the bullet train would be like nearby. Now that you're ready, the central console will allow you to choose where you need to go. Please just go, let me go. It's under attack. Your first course, of action will be to take them out. Kill 10 enemies within 30 seconds. Complete the level in 10 minutes. So I have specific little challenges to try to work through. Special stages, the smorgasbord, eat one and only one of each type of enemy. A tactics challenge, kill 3 enemies with 1 grenade. And there are a bunch of edible targets. There's only 3 edible targets, so I'll try to eat only 1 of each, I guess. I'm trying to collect 1,000 protein, 1,000 fat, which exists in a weird, gross, blubbery ball and out like that. Boom Dana. Doubles ammo from pickups. So these are all specific targets I can try and reach for, and the Boom Dana is an extra little benefit to help enhance my abilities here. Oh god. Okay. Moving around on the train is like quite sudden. Hi there, sport. What is this? Why? He's a ghoul, right? It seems like a bad thing. It seems like something I should be eating right now. The name's Othris. I'll be your janitor. Handler. For these missions. Seems the ghouls down on Earth have found a way to make it up to Argentum and are attacking our lunar rail system. Lucky for you and the compendium, they brought one of the missing specimens with them. Great. Well, allow me to just start shooting these boys up. Just like, do I just start hammering away? Hey, you knocked him out, go and eat him. Yes, I know, I already had a tutorial. That's funny, it has like a breakdown of calories and things. I hear you're an expert eater, a champion chomper, a real buffet badass. But I thought I'd remind you about the biomechanics of eating. Everything you consume refills your HP a bit and gives you some degree of calories, fat, and protein. Your total are indicated in the HUD top center. These resources are used to power every action you take, from jumping to using special abilities, so make sure you keep yourself well fed. That's really difficult to do when I'm only eating one of each type of edible thing. Your body will eventually reflect your diet. Eat a lot of protein and you'll become more nimble and strong, and also a bit of a resource hog. If you chow on fat, you'll put on a few layers, but these just add to your defense. Remember, every body is tactical, even yours. The idea of playing around with that is really funny, actually. Rare assault rifle, which I already had. Oh my god, stop moving around on me like that. This one's a little stronger, has some secondary damage, and increased ammo. This one, a little bit weaker, has some regenerating ammo and stuff. I'm going to stick with the one that I currently have. Well, I just keep blasting away at him. It's easy. A Brock Knot. Give me calories. Neo Turtle Dove Shield appears. Not a man bun. A Brock Knot is not a bun. Get it? Muted Melons. Lowers health by 50%. Increases Zombro meter by 50%. Mutagenic Melons. GMO infused power-ups. I'll raise the Zombro. I have no idea exactly what that's from. Heal 1 HP for a second. Fine, hook me up. And Lawful Good Banana. Increased melee damage. What a virile mustache. I don't even know how to do manual damage. Or not manual, melee. I'm doing most of this damage manually. I can't shoot things like this, right? Oh, I can. Gross. It's just a giant heaping scrap of metal. That thing just kamikazed itself. There's a lot going on. I don't have a huge amount of fidelity in how I feel like I could control my character. The screen is overwhelming. There's so much shit going on. A bird gunner, I guess I'll eat him too. Just feel like I should probably be eating most things. Fits with meat eater archetype. Just start chugging down meats. Look at all that delicious genetic material swimming around in your tum-tum. Press to transform. Ooh, that's my Zombro mode. And then I can just start hammering on things. Well, this seems really epic and much more fun to just run around like a big old Hulk. Literally a green Hulk. I don't even think I eat anything. At this mode, it's just about bashing. Just try and knock things out. Some enemies have special modifiers applied to them that will make them faster, drop more food, or even create duplicates of themselves. Be careful of the dangerous elite foes. I don't know if there have been other tool tips along the way, but I had totally not seen that. Seems like the sort of thing that would be better off discovered. This game seems to have a high insistence on telling me everything rather than letting me just start discovering things. Items, keep an eye out for items because I'm sure they're good and helpful and they would do a lot of good things for you. I'll just shoot a big rocket at him. The rare shroom stick. Primary damage is quite high. Chance to stun target. Yeah, hook me up. You got a new gun. Press to change guns. Ooh, I didn't realize I would have the option of carrying many like that. Ain't teleportation technology great? Humans developed these back on Earth. When the population began to decline, infrastructure crumbled as well, and we needed a way to get around fast. Eventually, they started using these stations to teleport foodstuff and central banks to outlying areas. It's one of the things humans kept around when they abandoned Earth. Try it now. Which sent me some meat. And then at some point I'll be hooked up with, I can come back and revisit it in an in an hour, in a minute. What am I trying to say? I don't really see much reason to come back to that. I want to try and use my regular gun here. Oh, didn't even change it correctly. I just want to eat it. I feel like I haven't eaten this one particular enemy type. The Lime Brotique? Come and get ripped limb. Limb Boutique. Extra life TM, play games, heal kids. That sounds like it would be a name of a real charity. That doesn't even seem like a fake thing. Oh god, isn't this how do I have to do this to recover ammo? I can revert back to my standard issue item here. I'm just trying to eat this thing so I can get ammo and shit back. Chow down. That is how I get ammo, yes? Okay, it sees me through for the next little bit. Knocked it right out of the sky. I want those crazy birds or whatever they were. Come back here. Not these birds. The helpful looking things that flew away. Shoot me, inject me. I don't know what that is. Just start shooting myself up with needles. Looks like you'll be taking a detour through the sewers. Circle of life, right? Send me on down. Ooh, I'm a very effective wall grabber, apparently. There's so little I can do to, like, avoid enemy fire. They have their own calories, fats, proteins you'll absorb when eating them. Hook me up with this big star. Oh, it's a checkpoint, I guess. So I guess that's some of the roguelite-ness, is that it seems like there is, like, progression. Nah, I don't want it. I already like the one I have. Thank you very much. This guy's got, like, a little track suit. This is one of the few enemies that I kind of have felt like is avoidable in any way. A lot of what's been going on is just, like, random enemies all over the place. I run straight at them. I shoot them. They grant the player nutrients for shooting them. So it heals me up a little bit. I guess that's meant to be like an extra tough version of those enemies. Regenerates health for every certain amount of damage dealt. That seems pretty cool. I can double jump? That's a thing that I never had learned at any point prior. I don't even think I discovered it accidentally. Trying not to land on those spikes while also just trying to shoot this thing down. I've given up also on the, like, shooting one of every enemy type exclusively. That just isn't happening. There's, like, just not enough of a threat to anything. Climbing walls, I discovered that incidentally. It's weird to just kind of introduce things whenever the hell and describe them at weird times, and it's like a second tutorial now. I guess I like that the first tutorial was so simple and quick, but instantly reviving upon death, there's always a chance. It's only 5%, but it's something. I can teleport as well? An extra little area? Or, oh yeah, there's just a bunch of crap to eat in here. Well, if I just keep loading up on these healing things, sooner or later I'll have enough of that stacked against me that I'll never die. Increases jump height. Get high. You know what? Just eat it. Eat everything. I see no reason to have any balance to our diet whatsoever. A shoey turns character invisible. Let's make a deal. Yum yum. Delicious mayonnaise. That was really high. Rotten food. I probably didn't mean to do that. Although, it adds a modifier. Yeah, modify my assault rifle. Oh, do I not? Maybe I don't want all that. Equip a selected weapon with a super powerful effect of your choosing. Not enough nutrients. Oh, I can't do any of this. Because I don't have enough protein. Guess I should have been eating more things along the way. I figured a champion eater like yourself would be able to recognize when something's a wee bit past its expiration date. Guess not, eh? Whenever you see a food, an enemy, or anything else with these green mold spores coming off them, you're liable to get sick if you eat it. Throwing up wreaks havoc on your calories, so you might want to avoid these things. Oh, so that's why you're losing the nutrients, as you're throwing it up. Just like moldy food in the fridge, it's just safer to shoot them. However, you can always use the special enzymes to catalyze a generative fermentation in your gullet. Or to put it in terms a janitor can understand, these spoiled, rotting critters will let you craft and upgrade your weapons. Doing so will cost some resources, of course, and crafting in the middle of combat can be risky. The choice is your own. Well, I kind of already wasted all my calories, so there's literally no reason to do it a second time. Objective complete. I went and gobbled up all the mayo, didn't I? Now, do I have enough to do it? I have a bunch of extra proteins and things. Reroll its modifiers. I like the regenerating health. Add a random mod. Oh, it's not letting me do it. There we go. I just had to go back a step. Add a random mod. Add specific mod, which costs a little extra. And reroll base damage. Which is my base damage good? For this gun, I have no idea. Add a random mod is what I'm going to go for. So it'll throw on top of there. Defeated enemies have a 10% chance to convert into a random plant. Gotta blast that out of my gullet. Quite the statue. Very ripped, very handsome. There's just all these sparkles all over the map that I didn't quite know what they were for. Do I still have my extra super jump? I think so. Dash punch. Well, I did that wrong, didn't I? Do a dash punch. So is rather than just dashing, it would be the difference of jumping then dashing? I guess that's what that's meant to be. I just shoot it all away. You know what? I like my gun. I just had to eat some gross rotten stuff in order to upgrade it. I'm not throwing that away. I'd like to hang on to that. I feel like I earned it and would like to take as much advantage of it as possible. I'm pretty sure I've leveled up, and I don't know entirely where to utilize that or what it's for. Alright, man. I'm just trying to dash here to land somewhere useful. It's hard to get to this platform. Just die. Die. Probably should have eaten that thing. Dash while in the air to extend the jump. Yeah, I've been aware of that. Hooking up with all kinds of... No, I didn't mean to. The gun sucks. It's worse than what I had. Alright, I'm transforming. I'm just going into rage mode and I'm just going to punch things, okay? That's my new strategy. Teleporters appear every so often. I don't know, man. I'm just going to start bashing things. All these things need to die. And I need to eat some delicious fats and mayonnaise. Turn that into energy and keep my big Hulk body going. Alright, I've maxed that out. Ah, you're too far away to use my stun bomb on. What's your deal, you weird turtle? A dino bulb. All damage taken is applied to Zombrometer. He's trying his best. Poor dino bulb. He just wanted to be helpful in some small way. Maybe I just started eating absolutely everything. Oh, I can totally see some of that go into my thighs. I'm chunking up pretty majorly here. Stand in one place and shoot infinitely. The #1 option. I unfortunately think I can only pick one or the other. I've kind of become limited now by that. Come on, little rat. There was actually experience for that. I was going to eat him. Yes, hook me up. If you level up before reaching the scales, you'll get the chance to gain and customize your abilities before the next stage. The scales. Delicious. Barf all my gross shit out into one little plate. Hunger for Life adds 1 SP. And it costs 1? My current is 18. Is that what I'm hearing? Level 2. I don't have an archetype? Oh. There's like this full node to be interacting with. Slaughter of the Soil, a vegetarian class that emulates the patient tactics of plants. Cover yourself in thorns, pass mustard gas, and become one with the tree to deceive and trap your enemies. This class is strictly plant-based, and you will be able to consume metal or meat-based food sources. Unable to. It's plant-based. I see what it's saying. Adds 5 HP. I mean, that's the main one that I can do right now. The diet allows you to unlock different abilities. I kind of want to try and unlock a different class. A Gorovore with a variety of kill skills and special bile attacks. This violent and aggressive class is all about meat, gore, and blood. You'll only be able to eat meat with this class. No mechanical or plant-based foods. And there's at least some other classes here. Smorgasbord. Taking in organic food to the extreme, your body makes the most of metabolizing metal by chowing down on robots and drones. You can really power up your defenses. I see, I eat. Like the seafood diet. This is for the player who wants to eat everything. With no dietary restrictions, this class can distend their jaw to swallow enemies whole and even eat bullets. Isn't that like what I was playing as? Isn't that the main class that I had been using this whole time? Oh my goodness. There's a lot of branches going on here that I suddenly like don't know what anything is or what's going on or what's what. Unlock, yes. Did I not already have that as an option? Now there's its own string of choices here. Like, what is this central thing? It's just a hunger for life. Add 1 HP. doesn't add a whole lot, does it? Input versus output. Reduce calorie consumption for all moves. Okay. It sounds neat, I guess. Appetite for destruction. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. It's unclear because I like, what character class was I playing as to begin with? I don't even truly understand that. I'll just add all kinds of hit points, I guess. Mega metabolism. Increase the amount of Zombro meter filled when eating enemies by 1%. The game is a little bit all over the place. It's throwing a lot at you at once. It's simultaneously somehow over and under explaining things. It's a bit of a mess, unfortunately. I think it's lacking some polish. I'm playing as I see I eat now. I don't even know really anymore. There's just whatever the little birds. They are birds after all. I'm getting wrecked by these little chompers, these little biters. Get out of here, guys. I managed to level up again. Although I don't even know what leveling up does. Did leveling up have anything to do with me getting those SPs? It didn't limit the amount of individual things I was allowed to buy or invest in. That seemed limited by number of SPs, and I don't know if that was linked to leveling up at all. The game needs some work, in my opinion. It's a little rough, but I'll still include a link to it if people are interested, want to check it out for themselves. Maybe you have some good ideas, some feedback to provide for the developer, things that might help them take it to the next level. Right now, not really for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it in some small way, helped inform your buying decision. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.